A young man lived with his mother. One day he said, "Mother, find me a wife." The mother smiled at her son. She said, "Okay, my son, I will try." Next morning, she went to her sister's house. Her sister's husband was a rich man. Her sister welcomed her with a big smile. She gave her tea and food. They sat and talked for a while. Then the mother spoke softly. She said, "Sister, I have a wish. I want your daughter for my son." Her sister stopped smiling at once. She looked down at the table. She said, "I am sorry, my sister. Your son is not good for my daughter. Please forgive me and look elsewhere." The mother's heart broke inside her. Her hands started to shake. Tears came to her eyes. She said nothing and stood up. She thanked her sister quietly. Then she left the house alone. Her heart was heavy and sad. That night, she could not sleep. Her son asked, "Mother, what is wrong?" She said, "Nothing, my son. Sleep well." But she was very sad inside. She cried alone in her small room. Next morning, she tried again. She went to her brother's house. Her brother was a famous doctor. He was not at home. She waited many hours outside. In the evening, he came back home. He smiled and said, "Welcome, my sister." She smiled too and followed him inside. They sat down and ate dinner together. While eating, her brother asked, "Sister, why did you come today?" She said slowly, "I want your daughter for my son." Her brother's wife looked angry. She said loudly, "No, never, impossible." She looked at the mother with cold eyes. She said, "Your son did not finish school. He has no job or degree. My daughter is smart and educated. She finished university and has a doctorate. She will not marry your failed son." The mother looked down in shame. Her eyes filled with tears again. She said softly, "What do you say, my brother?" Her brother sighed and said, "My wife is right. I am sorry, sister. It is not possible." The mother stood up slowly. She thanked them and walked away. She forgot to wash her hands. Her heart was broken and tired. She walked home with wet eyes. Next days, she visited more relatives. Each time she asked for a wife. Each time she heard cold answers. Each time she left in tears. One evening, her son called her. He said, "Mother, did you find a wife?" She said, "Not yet, my son." Her voice was sad and weak. He said, "Mother, please tell me truth." She cried and told him everything. She said, "Forget them, my son. We are not rich like them. I will find a kind girl for you." The young man smiled at his mother. He said, "It's okay, mother. Do what you think is right. When you find a good girl, tell me, and invite all our family to the wedding." The mother smiled a little again. Her heart was still sad and sore, but her son's kind words gave her hope. Next day, the mother went out. She walked in the small street. She looked around for a girl. Then she saw a girl crying. The girl stood alone and sad. The mother went near her. She said, "Why are you crying? Tell me, what is wrong, dear?" The girl wiped her wet eyes. She said, "Someone took my bag. My money was inside the bag. I needed it for my mother. She is very sick at home." The mother felt sad for her. She said, "Don't cry, my child. I will buy the medicine now." They went to the small pharmacy. The mother bought the medicine. The girl said, "Thank you, madam." The mother smiled at the girl. She said, "Are you engaged, dear?" The girl said, "No, I am not." The mother said, "Good, very good. I will come to you tomorrow." The mother went home happy. She called her son that night. She said, "My son, I found someone. She is kind and beautiful too. She is poor, but a good girl." The son said, "Very good, mother. Tomorrow I will send you money. Go to her house and propose, but call me before you agree, and invite all our family, please." Next day, the mother called everyone. She called her sisters and brothers. They all went to the girl's house. The girl's family welcomed them kindly. They gave them tea and food. After eating, the mother spoke softly. She said, "We want your niece for my son." The girl's uncle smiled and said, "Yes." He asked for a small dowry only. The mother's relatives started laughing. They said, "She is poor like him." They said, "Yes, she fits his life." They laughed and made rude jokes. The mother felt very sad again. But she stayed quiet and calm. She didn't answer any of them. Then the mother called her son. She told him about the dowry. The son said, "Put me on speaker. I want them to hear my voice." The mother did what he said. Everyone was silent in the room. The young man spoke on the phone. He said, "Hello, everyone. Good evening. I want to say something important. The dowry is not enough for her." Everyone laughed again very loudly. They thought he was still poor. They said, "He cannot pay more." But the young man kept speaking. He said, "I will pay 3 times. I will pay for everything myself. The wedding will be in Switzerland. Our new house is ready there. We will live there after marriage. I work with 2 big companies. I am a partner in both companies. I cannot leave my work for long." Everyone was silent and shocked. They looked at each other quietly. No one could believe his words. They felt ashamed and very small. They said, "We made a big mistake." They said, "If we only knew before." Now they all wanted his hand. They wanted him for their daughters. They told the mother, "Stop the plan. Let him marry our girl instead." But the mother said nothing to them. She stayed calm and said no word. She continued with the wedding plan. After some days, the son arrived. He came from Switzerland with gifts. He hugged his mother with love. He met the girl and smiled kindly. Soon, they had a small wedding. The mother was happy and proud. Her heart was full of peace. The truth was now very clear. The son had tested his family. He wanted to see their hearts. They laughed when he was poor. They hurt his mother deeply before. Now he showed them their mistake. They felt shame and deep regret. The mother looked at her son. She said, "You made me proud." Her eyes were full of warm tears. She said, "You gave me peace again." The son smiled and kissed her hand. He said, "I only wanted your smile."
I hope you have enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.